Previously on It's All Grady.
We finally discovered what predator has been taking our chickens. That moment shook us. Came out here, there was a coyote right there. We've poured so much into protecting this land, protecting our animals, protecting our dream, and seeing something slip through like that, it stung. I'm just telling you that this crazy weather we've been having is doing something.
We're already planning the next steps to protect the flock. But in the middle of all that worry, Marcel and I realized something else. Something we hadn't protected as well as we should have. Ourselves. Us. Our marriage. And that mattered just as much as anything else on this homestead.
It was Sunday. For us, that usually means a day of rest, kind of, or at least catching up on chores we didn't get to during the week. But this Sunday, it's different. The day before, we tackled a huge deep cleaning in the house. We gotta cover that every now and again. We scrubbed it from top to bottom, and by the end of the night, the place felt fresh and clean. And with that done, I woke up thinking, maybe today didn't need to be about chores or building or racing against the clock. Maybe today could be about us, slowing down, remembering why we came out here in the first place.
Truth is, with all the recent stress, we've been working hard to keep our marriage strong. And it's not just that we don't love this life, because we really do. But it's easy to get overwhelmed with all of it.
You get caught up in fixing what's broken, building what's missing, and making sure every animal is fed and watered. It's so easy to forget to feed and water the parts of yourself that need care too. And that's where we realized we'd slipped. We were pouring out so much into the land and the animals and the work that we weren't pouring much into us.
So we decided to spend the day together on something small, something simple.
Out in Camper House sat an old shelf. Back in our old house, it held little knickknacks, things we'd collected over the years, pieces that reminded us where we'd been, but out here, it'd been sitting for so long, weathered, dirty, and forgotten. And when we saw it, we knew it was exactly the project we needed. And after a short inspection, we realized that this had more meaning than we had remembered. I think that there's some memories in this thing. There were still things in the drawers that had brought back so many memories that we had forgotten about. How about Unser's go-karting in Denver? That's because I had the license, baby, to go fast. Remember, Gage made that knife. There you go. Just a case. Uh-oh. Ooh, this a old one, baby. 2020. I voted. What a strange experience that was. And then the fish you made me. And how about these? Remember this? Remember we got these? The kids got them when we went to that dinosaur thing in Colorado. And you soak them and they turn into big cobras. And that one lost its head. Don't worry, its head's right there. What the? Kenny? Are you kidding me? You killed Kenny. What? Daryl Dixon? Are you kidding me? We got a Daryl Dixon? If you don't know who Daryl Dixon is, I'm questioning our friendship. Better watch Walking Dead. Well, we sure do like South Park. Whoa, it's a zombie thing. That must be you.
It's my voodoo doll.
For me? Explains a lot.
What kind of treasures are in there?
I don't remember, but look, it's an old first aid kit. It's your stuff, lovey. Old square nail. Reason to drive. RTD.
A token?
Yeah.
Little blue pig.
Yeah, if you'd only know that was a premonition, huh?
Canada, $1.
This is Canada 10 cents. Come on, guys. You'll lose that for sure. You'll never find that in a couch. Do
Good
better.
old-fashioned bobby pin.
Yeah, here's another square nail.
Don't want to leave home without that. How often do you find that? That's the kind of gal I am. You'll find the lock and key in the same spot.
Makes sense, you know what I mean?
Do you know where your locks and keys are?
No, my locks are in there. Yes, my keys are on keychains. And they're all numbered to go with my locks.
Who numbered them?
Well, you did, but it wasn't your idea.
You're right.
All right, well, that's at least dusted off. We'll want to clean it up a little bit better. It doesn't look like there's any heavy damage. Little light sand, and we can bring this back to life with a new attitude, if you will. You know what I mean? It's hot, but we gotta figure out what we can do so we don't lose our minds, because it's been hot, and if you don't already know, then it's gonna get cold, and during the too hot and the too cold, you become what we call
hostage.
Yes, and if you've ever watched The Shining, then you'll understand that Jack gets very bored. You feel me? If you really know a little something about something, you'll also know that Grady's always been here. It is in rough shape. It's been exposed for 4 years to the elements. But I believe with a little bit of elbow grease and some love, we can bring this thing back better than it ever was.
Marcel and I grabbed the sandpaper and got to work.
The sound of the sanding filled the air, the steady scraping, the dust floating off of the wood.
As we sanded, it was like we were peeling back more than just layers of dirt. We were peeling back the stress we had been carrying.
One pass after another, slowly, the wood started showing through again, and slowly, so did we.
We didn't need to say much in that moment, just the rhythm of sanding side by side. It reminded me of the times we used to do this. Projects where there wasn't any pressure, no deadline, no audience, and no stress. Just us.
Once the sanding was done, we decided to clean with TSP, and we got to scrubbing. The rag turned dark quickly, pulling off all that grit and grime that had built up.
There's something almost symbolic about wiping away what doesn't belong. The stains, the old stories, the things that try to stick to you long after their time has passed.
Piece by piece, swipe by swipe, the shelf started to breathe again. And in that moment, we realized we were breathing easier too. Hey guys, if you're enjoying our content, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Bama Lama, baby, and subscribe. And when you do that, holler down below and let us know that you joined this journey. All right, guys, let's get back after it.
All right, so it is about 100 degrees outside. We're doing a really quick check on the animals, replenishing water. Flock of chickens over here that likes to play in their water for some reason.
We're in it right now.
Then came my favorite part, the stain. Dipping the cloth into the stain, watching the rich dark colors soak into the wood, it's like life coming back, slowly at first, and then all at once. We brushed along the grain, and I couldn't help but smile, because that's how it feels to do life with someone you love. Not perfect, not without flaws, but full of color when you take the time to care for it.
And in those strokes, I felt something we'd been missing lately. Joy. Simple, quiet joy. The kind you can't buy. The kind that only comes when being side by side, doing something together.
Two rings, one vow, they sealed it in ink. Kitchen table dreams scribbled in the sink. Bills piled high, but the faith ran deeper. She was the dreamer, he the believer. Roads got rough, tires wore thin. Every mile marker felt like a win. Chasing the horizon, a shadow of gold. A story unfolding, bold and untold. Ride or die through the storm and the fire. Dreams on our backs, hearts never tired. Side by side we rise, we climb. Chasing horizons, one step at a time. He said, baby, the world's heavy, but you're my light. She said, we're the canvas, we paint the fight. Late night whispers, plans in the dark, turn to battle cries, igniting the spark. Pawned a gold chain to fuel the tank. She strummed 6 strings, sang for the bank. They built a house on hope and grit, tore down the walls when fear tried to hit. Bruised hands, blistered feet, every fall a new heartbeat. Whisper said quit, but they shouted no. The seeds of tomorrow they chose to sow. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're right now. Hearts never tired. Side by side we rise, we climb. Chasing horizons, one step at a time.
As the stain dried, we stepped back and looked around, not just at the shelf, but at everything here.
The house we're still building, the land we're still learning to care for, the fences, the pens, the little pieces that make up this homestead. And it hit me. We've weathered so many storms already, not just out here, but in life. And every single time, we've come out stronger.
This shelf was just a reminder, a simple weathered piece of furniture brought back to life. But for us, it was more than wood and stain. It was proof. Proof that we're still here, still building, and still choosing each other.
Weather permitting, tomorrow we'll be back to the grind. Back to the long list of things that needed to be fixed and built. back to the planning how to protect the chickens from predators. But today was enough. And sometimes, enough is all you really need.
You'll never believe it, you guys. It is hot as hot can be outside.
100 degrees.
And it looks like we got a storm. Well, dang.
Look at all those leaves.
Yeah.
I don't even have a rake.
How bizarre.
How bizarre? How bizarre. Yeah, that's a pretty gnarly looking storm, man.
Oh.
And then all these leaves blowing around makes it look all like mystical and magical, like a tornado. Woohoo!
Very unusual.
Yeah, it's an organic rodeo, baby. We ain't trying to ride it. This came out of nowhere. Well, it came from somewhere. But, like, it was supposed to be
hot today.
Well, it's still hot. It's actually heat advisories till tomorrow night.
Yeah.
It's 100 degrees. It's going to be 101 or 102 tomorrow. No bueno.
Now it just feels like a sauna out there. A windy sauna.
Yeah. Well, if we could keep the cloud cover, it would be alright. But that sun's going to come back out. And this little wee bit of rain that we got will just turn into steam.
100% humidity on the horizon, guys.
But not for long. Like, it's so dry that everything is already just, even I seen a tree running this way to get a drink. It was like, oh, give me some of that. Oh no, it was a chicken. They're out there playing. We put the sprinkler on them earlier. Now we got that organic sprinkler going. So we know we on the right track. Oh, well, there you have it. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Mm-hmm.
That's my gang name.
Rainbow?
Sprinkles.
Oh, sprinkles. Well, storm passed.
Still there. All right, guys, here it is.
I really love it. You know, at one point in time, where did we even get it from?
So it could have been a multitude of places. Very likely the dumpster. Very likely a dumpster. Could have been a yard sale. It could have been like we used to work for this lady that had a lot of apartments, and we cleaned apartments out. We could have come up on it there. I don't really remember. The only thing I do know is we didn't buy it new, and it never really quite fit. But we liked it, so we kept it. Yeah?
And I always stored all of my knickknacks on it, and it was really nice to be able to do this project together. Just kind of brought us back to a peaceful moment back when we enjoyed doing stuff like this and not felt like we had to do something or it was the next thing. So it was nice to slow down and take time to restore something that we let get out of shape.
Yeah, we did. We neglected it. We left it out in the tent, and it got rained on. I even think I smelt pee on it. There could have been mouse pee on it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it was abused. And it was never new when we had it anyways. So it's almost like a blessing in disguise that we forgot about it and it was neglected, because the old finish came off easy. Just flaked right off and sanded right off beautifully, whereas we would typically have to spend a long time doing that. It came right off like it was ready to be changed. And just so happens that we're in that transformation from caterpillar to butterfly. And here we are. You know what I mean? Look at this thing. Now it is truly ours. Mm-hmm. And we created this. And we're not done with it. And when we put our knickknacks back on there, it's going to mean something different. And I'll bet you this never ends up in Camper House again.
What'd you say to me earlier about changing our space? You had said something earlier, and I wish I would have caught it on camera.
About changing our space?
Yeah, you're like, maybe if we hang this up, it'll... And take all of our things out.
Well, here's the thing, is we live in a bunker, a construction site, a studio, a review place, whatever. It's everything but home. It should be home first. And we miss that a lot. And it's because home is in a box. Here and there, left out in the camper house to stink and get destroyed. It's time for us to bring some of our stuff back out and try to enjoy that. And maybe it'll feel more like home to us as well, because even those little things, man, they make so much difference when you don't even realize it. Like not having it out makes you sad and you don't notice it. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe bringing it out will make us sad. We'll talk about whatever happens when we bring the stuff out. But I feel amazing about this. It felt good. Because at first I wasn't even sure. Is it worth it? Is it going to be a good witcho? You know what I mean? Is that what is important? I mean, it is important. But what's most important is that we got to do something that we actually love. This is something that we would have done before all of this. Something similar.
Yeah.
And to be able to do it again and to make this look like this, and it's not done, guys.
I was going between the smoky gray that we got here on the trim and this color. So give me your opinion, you guys. What would you have done? Would you have went with the cherry like I did, or the gray?
And it's proof, guys, that just because it looks like a piece of crap doesn't mean you can't put a little lipstick on that baby and she's gonna look pretty. You know what I mean?
You know what? Even though the shelf wasn't really like the greatest wood color back home, I loved that thing. It held all of my knickknacks.
Yeah, all of our memories. Stuff that we bought on our travels and things you've made, things that Gage made. Memories. Real ones. When we looked at them, we were like, ha! I remember.
Yeah.
And that's what's important because in the end, that's what we have, guys. We get to take with us what we can pack with us. Right? And it's your memories. And if they're good ones, then you're going to have a good time tapping into them. And if you have a bad one, then maybe not try to think about that one as much and make some good ones like this. And that's what I encourage you guys to do right now. Find some jankalanka in the corner that you wanted to do something with. Don't turn it into a month project. It doesn't have to be the grandest of pianos. Right? It could be a mouse-peed knick-knack shelf that's been out in Camper House for 4 years. Or down in a tent getting rained on. Alright guys, we had a blast doing it. It looks great. I can't wait to hang it on the wall and show you where it goes. I can't wait to hang some of our knickknacks back up because then we get to look at them. And I get to take them out of the drawers. I used to take them out of the drawers and say the same stupid stuff. And I can't wait. Like, oh God, look at the cobra. It's missing a head. Oh, here it is. Don't worry.
So we're excited to kind of make this homier. We're looking forward to bringing this space kind of like a feng shui so our brains aren't like, work zone, work zone, work zone.
Yeah. Or whatever it turns into. Yeah? We had a good time doing it.
Yeah.
We had a good time taking you guys along. And we're looking forward to the next one.
We certainly are. But we're going to wrap this one up for now. So if you guys are enjoying our content, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up.
Bama-lama, baby.
Ring that notification bell.
Right. When you do that, they're going to let you know, hey, those crazy Gradys, they got something up for us to watch, man. And when you do that, it helps us. So thank you.
Be sure to share our videos.
Man, I love you guys when you do that because it actually helps us. It's like throwing a little bit of change in our cup. You know what I mean?
Subscribe if you haven't already.
All right, if you've been on this long and you haven't subscribed already, it's safe. Come on. You feel me? All right then.
We love and appreciate you.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.